Hi everyone, welcome to Weekly Cooking with Becky. Today we have a nice savory meal coming at you. It is called cream, cabbage, and ground beef casserole. Now that may sound like an interesting thing, but I think when you see it like all put together, you're gonna be like, okay, this sounds good. Because the cabbage part of this casserole dish is noodles. So we are gonna start step one. I purposely have not turned on the stovetop part of this yet. I'm using my stovetop burner here. It's supposed to be a pound of ground beef. I'm going a little bit lighter by using a pound of ground turkey, so up to you, but pound of ground beef. I've got onion, I've got minced garlic, and I have some olive oil. You're gonna cook all of that, get it nice and brown, get all of the onions translucent, and drain off any fat. While you're doing that, you wanna prepare, which I've already done. I don't know how well you can see the inside, but you're gonna get a cup of heavy cream, and to that you're gonna add some paprika, salt, and pepper. You're gonna have that setting off to the side. And then you can either slice up a head of cabbage, or, because that's your noodles, or if you don't want to slice up a head of cabbage, you can go buy yourself some angel hair coleslaw, because that's cabbage, and this is noodle size. So that's what we're doing. And then you're also going to want some shredded cheddar and some Parmesan. So when I get this part ready, then we're gonna come back, start mixing some stuff together, transfer it over to a 9x13 casserole, and while you're doing this, preheat your oven to 350. So I'm gonna get the skillet going. I will see you back here when we're ready to start mixing and grooving. Okay, so everything has been browned. It's smelling nice and fragrant with the onions and the garlic. I've degreased. There's less when you use turkey, but you could probably use a lean ground beef. Now we're gonna add just a couple things and let it simmer for 5 minutes. So let me aim this down. And as I've mentioned before, doesn't that look great, guys? So on your stovetop, just turn it on down. We are gonna add an entire head of cabbage, or a bag of angel hair cabbage, because you want it to basically shrink down and be noodles. And now we're gonna do our cream sauce, which is why we're gonna let it simmer for about 5 minutes. So I've got the heavy cream, the paprika, salt, and pepper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm simply going to go ahead and stir all of this goodness together, and then it's just gonna simmer for 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna place that in the bottom of a 9x13 casserole dish, and we'll top it together. All right, so I have transferred everything into the 9x13 pan. You really do want to take that 5 minutes to just let the cabbage noodles really shrink down. I'm going to show you what that looks like, and then we are going to top it. So as you can just kind of see here, everything has just shrunk down nicely. It's not like this big mound of cabbage anymore. And I just simply just lay everything all nice and flat. So you're gonna take 1 cup of shredded cheddar, and that's how much is in this bag, because I had to do a recipe the other day that called for a cup. So, and bags hold 2, unless you grate your own, which you are welcome to do. I'm lazy. So you just spread this across the top. It will melt in with the heavy cream and just make a nice, kind of like a cheese sauce as it kind of melts through. This makes 6 servings. Only 5 net carbs per serving, guys. So, oh, and 25 grams of protein. Good protein. All right, and then 1/4 cup of parm, and this is just kind of a light sprinkle. And this one, they do specifically ask for the grated. I suppose you could probably do, you know, the kind in the fancy jars, the shredded if you wanted to, but I'm adapting this recipe from an original, so I'm just taking, I did a few little tweaks by turkey and a few little things, but I'm just pretty much adapting it, kind of mixing those flavors. All right, that is it. That's it. So 350 oven for 25 to 30 minutes until nice and melty and golden brown, and then we'll be ready to eat. All right, dinner is served and it smells amazing. Take a look, guys. So delicious. I am really hoping that it is as yummy as it looks. So here we go. Getting a little bit of our noodles, our meat, our cheese, our onion, just everything. That's a good hearty recipe. This one has a lot of flavor in it. You can tell that it's one that makes 6 servings. So if you've got a family of 6, you eat it one night. For us, it's gonna be multiple nights, and I can tell where like the flavors are gonna infuse. And so like night 2, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how the flavors infuse just a little bit more. It's a great meal. It's a great pasta dupe. I think you guys are really gonna like it. So make sure you click on the description, click on more. The recipe will all be there. Like, subscribe, turn those notifications on, and I will see you next time. Bye.